I cannot say anything until I first say a word of thanks to the Prime Minister of Hungary for being with us here today, to our Comrade, the party leader, and to our hosts, our organisers, our Comrade, Societas. Give it up again for Societas! And Comrades, I must also thank your political leaders for this UC Festival 2009. Not only the Secretariat, who have done a fantastic job, but our UC Presidium, who stand behind me and who have led the political program and assisted with the organisation of this festival, and also to the UC Secretary General, Johan Hassel. Please, one more time, give it up for them. Comrades, as we leave this festival, I'm reminded of three very important things. The first is just how different we are. Some of you like the most terrible music I have ever heard. But when we leave this place, it will not be our differences that we remember, but it will be the things that we share in common. And no matter where in the world you come from, no matter how small your organisation or your country or your movement may be, remember that you have comrades around the world fighting for the same principles, fighting for the same things. You have solidarity. Comrades, the second thing that I'm reminded of is more somber, and that is that as a movement we have not won. And I don't just mean against the neoliberal agenda that we are all fighting. I mean that within our own organisations we are still fighting for our principles there too. And as long as we're in a place where we come to a UC festival and our women are harassed, we have not won. And as long as we come together as comrades and still see amongst ourselves our LGBT rights and our LGBT comrades are not respected by each and every one of us, then we have not won. But the third thing, comrades, and this is the message I also want us all to take away, the third thing is that we are a strong, bold and courageous movement. We have come together here at this festival and discussed the principles which we all hold true. Social justice, equality, peace, and everything else that we have continued to strive for in our countries. But the time has now come to move beyond rhetoric. That takes courage. And UC has always demonstrated that courage. It was UC who said, "Why is Western Sahara, after all this time, all this injustice, why are they not free?" Comrades, it was UC who went to the Socialist International and said to our mother parties, it is time the Polisario was recognised by our own family. UC did that. That was you. Comrades, we have shown courage on the issues that matter. It was UC who brought up climate change amongst our mother parties when they did not touch that issue and our planet was at stake. It was UC who said to our mother parties that we must change our position on migration that our rhetoric did not meet our reality, and we must continue to send that message. It was Yusi who said that we contradict ourselves when we say that we are peaceful nations and yet we continue to proliferate nuclear arms, and we continue to trade small arms, and we continue to sell arms in Colombia, in Africa, in the countries that require our solidarity, in the countries that cry out for peace. And it is Yusi who says not one more dollar, not one more dollar on war, not one more dollar on nuclear weapons, not one more dollar on small arms. But here, at this festival, it was Yusi who said that in an international environment where everyone is discussing the economic crisis, we called it what it was, a neoliberal crisis. And it was Yusi who said that despite that crisis, we must focus on the struggle that really matters, and that is the struggle against poverty. So, comrades, as we leave this place, I remind you all of the responsibility you now have. You have the responsibility to continue on to make Yusi the courageous movement it is. It is you who must challenge your mother parties. It is you who must challenge your opponents. It is you who must challenge one another. Comrades, then and only then will we win the war. Will we win the war on poverty. Muchas gracias. Viva Yusi, viva! Viva Yusi, viva! Comrades, I want to invite the heads of delegation to join us on the stage for the Internationale and to say goodbye and to conclude the Yusi Festival 2009.